Good morning, children. Children, as you all know, basic principles of organic chemistry chapter is going on, and the last topic which we have completed is the classification of organic compounds on the basis of the carbon skeleton or the structural formula of organic compounds we have completed. Now, children, the another classification of organic compound is based on the functional group present in a compound. Let's start. Children, the simplest organic compound contains only carbon and hydrogen are called as hydrocarbon. They are considered to be a parent organic compounds, while all other organic compounds are thought to have been derived from them by replacement of one or more hydrogen atom by the other atoms or the group of atoms. Children, the group of atom or the other atom, we can call them, these are the functional group. Or I can say a functional group may be defined as an atom or a group of atoms present in a molecule which largely determines its chemical properties. I repeat, children, functional group may be defined as an atom or a group of atoms present in a molecule which largely determines its chemical properties. For example, if I am taking one compound C2H6 and this hydrocarbon's hydrogen atom is replaced by one functional group like COOH. Now it becomes C2H5COOH. This newly formed compound would be having the entirely different chemical properties than the hydrocarbon from which it is derived. So, on the basis of different functional group, we used to categorize different organic compounds. Means, for example, if I have a compound containing carboxylic group, it will come in a category carboxylic acid. If a compound is having a amine group, it will come in category amino group, and so on. So we are taking here the information of different functional group present in different organic compounds. So let's start with the first functional group, that is halide. Children, halide here it is actually the giving information of halogen group, and it is represented by X, capital X here. It could be chloro, it could be bromo, it could be iodo. If you see example, here I had given example CH3Br. The parent hydrocarbon of this compound is CH4. One hydrogen atom is replaced by one halogen, and that halogen is bromo. So what would be the chemical formula? CH3Br. This is halogen derivative, or the functional group is halide. Next, cyanide. Another name of cyanide is nitrile. Actually, cyanide is CN, where C is bonded with nitrogen atom with triple covalent bond, and there is one point of attachment, and that this carbon will be bonded with the carbon chain. If you see again, if I am taking methane, one hydrogen has come out, CN group is entered, then it will be called as methyl cyanide. Will be showing the property like cyanide group, like cyanide functional group. Another functional group is isocyanide. Isocyanide, children, now here what is happening? Nitrogen is bonded with carbon atom, and the nitrogen is the one which is going to bond with the carbon chain, and CH4 will give out its hydrogen atom, and instead of hydrogen atom, NC group will be bonded. That means here the group will be bonded via nitrogen in case of isocyanides, and in case of cyanides the functional group, the CN group, will be bonded via carbon atom. This is the basic difference in between cyanide and isocyanide. Next, nitro group. Nitro group is NO2, where nitrogen is bonded with two oxygen atoms, and the nitrogen group is the one which is going to be bonded with carbon atoms chain. Example is CH3 and NO2. Hydrogen is coming out from CH4, and instead of hydrogen NO2 is attached. Now alcohol. Alcohol group is OH group. Oxygen got two valency, and one valency is fulfilled by bonded with hydrogen, and another valency will be fulfilled by bonded with the carbon compound, by the carbon chain, like CH3OH. CH4 is the parent hydrocarbon. Hydrogen is replaced by OH group, called as methyl alcohol. Now the phenol. Children, phenol is actually a OH group only, but OH group mandatorily should be bonded with aromatic compound to the benzene ring. Then in that case only the compound will be called as the compound functional group will be called as phenolic group. If the compound is a straight chain compound like CH3OH, it remain alcohol. But when a benzene ring is coming in the picture, C6H6 is the formula of benzene. One hydrogen atom will come out, and instead of hydrogen atom, the OH group is bonded with that carbon. So the group will be called as, the same OH group will be called as phenol. Now children, primary, secondary and tertiary amine. In all three, one atom, that is nitrogen, is common. When nitrogen is bonded with two hydrogen atom, and third electron of nitrogen will be bonded with or will be shared with the carbon atom of a chain, then it is called as primary amine. If it is NH means nitrogen is bonded with one hydrogen atom, and other two valencies of nitrogen will be fulfilled by bonding with two carbon atoms, will be called as secondary amines. And the third one is tertiary amines, where all three valencies of nitrogen atom will be fulfilled by bonded with three different carbon atoms. Such amines will be called as tertiary amines. When nitrogen two valencies will be fulfilled by two carbon atoms by bonding with two carbon atoms, called as secondary amine. And primary are those where two valencies of hydrogens are fulfilled by bonded with when two valencies of nitrogen atoms are fulfilled by bonded with two hydrogen atoms, and last valency could be fulfilled by bonding with carbon atom. Now next functional group is ether. Ether, where one oxygen atom is present and both the valency of oxygen should be fulfilled by bonding with two carbon atoms on both the side, like with single covalent bond. So this group will be called as ether group. If you see example, this oxygen is bonded here on left hand side with CH3 group, and right hand side another CH3 group. These alkyl group may be different, but one thing will remain same is oxygen will be bonded with carbon atom mandatorily. The number of carbon atoms on both the sides may be different. Next is aldehyde. Aldehyde group is CHO group. CHO group, when from hydrocarbon one hydrogen is replaced, CHO group is attached, then the properties of the compound will be according to the aldehyde group. Then ketone. Ketone is the CO group where two valency of carbon will be fulfilled by bonded with oxygen atom, and two valency will be compulsorily fulfilled by bonded with two different carbon atoms. Then only the ketone group will be considered as ketone. Like see here, in this example, what is happening? Carbon is bonded with oxygen with a double covalent bond, and third valency is fulfilled by bonded with this carbon atom, and fourth valency is fulfilled by bonded with the fourth carbon atom. In this condition only, children, the CO group will be considered as ketone. For example, if the third valency of carbon is fulfilled by hydrogen, this ketonic group will be transformed into aldehyde group. Or the other condition, if the third valency of this carbon is bonded with OH, like here, so this group will be considered as carboxylic acid group. For being ketone group, it is very necessary, or it is mandatory, the other two valency of carbon has to be bonded with two other carbon atoms. Otherwise, it would not be ketone group. The next one is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid is COOH group. Similarly, CO group is present, and one of the valency of carbon atom is fulfilled by bonded with OH group, and this carbon atom is the point of attachment to bond with another carbon atom's chain. If you see example, one example is CH3COOH. This is acetic acid or ethanoic acid, which is showing the properties according to the carboxylic group present here. Now children, if you see carefully in aldehyde, in ketone and in carboxylic acid, one thing is sure is CO group is present everywhere, and this CO group is called as carbonyl group. Now next. Now children, ester. Ester is another functional group which is COO. Children, in this functional group, one alkyl group will be bonded with this oxygen atom, and another carbon atom will be bonded to this carbon. If you see carefully, in this compound, COO is present as the functional group which is called as ester. Via oxygen, this alkyl group is attached, and this carbon atom is attached with this methyl group. Next is amide. Children, we will learn amide, secondary amide, tertiary amide together. Let's see. When CONH2 group is present in a compound, it is called as amide. When CONH is present, it is called as secondary amide. And when CON is present, it is called as tertiary amide. I repeat, when CONH2 is there, amide. When CONH is there, it is secondary amide. And when CON is there, it is called tertiary amide. Let's see with the example. If CH4 is the parent hydrocarbon, when one hydrogen is replaced and CONH2 group enter into the compound, CH3CONH2 will form. This CONH2 is the functional group which is called as amide group. Now secondary amide, CONH. Because one valency has to be fulfilled, which is of nitrogen only, by bonding with carbon atom, and another valency in secondary amide of carbon will be again fulfilled by bonded with carbon atom only. Now tertiary amide. Tertiary amide In tertiary amide, what is happening? One carbon atom's valency has to be fulfilled and two valencies of nitrogen will also be fulfilled. So, here what will happen in tertiary amide? Nitrogen will be bonded with two different carbon atoms and this carbon atom will also bonded with one other carbon atom. Now, acid anhydride. Children, actually acid anhydride is this big group. These are the derivatives of carboxylic acids. When such kind of group is present in a compound, the acid anhydride compound or anhydrides will form. Now, acyl chloride. Acyl chloride is COCl. When one hydrogen is replaced from CH4 and COCl is attached, it is called acyl chloride group is attached. In some book, the name of acyl chloride is acid chloride also. This is the same group, children. Because name is calling is chloride, so compulsorily you will get Cl atom only. You will not get any other halogen atom. The next and the last is sulfonic acid functional group. Sulfonic acid functional group is represented by SO3H. Sulfur will be attaching to the carbon atom here. For example, C6H5SO3H. This is benzene sulfonic acid and SO3H is the functional group in a compound. And now children, the three categories: alkene, alkyne and alkanes. Alkanes are those where all the carbon atoms in a compound are bonded with single covalent bond only. Alkyne, where you will get to see the triple covalent bond in between the carbon atom. If you are seeing even one triple covalent bond in a bulky compound, that compound will fall in category that is called as alkyne series. And the last is alkene or olefine. These are the compounds where you will see carbon to carbon. There is a presence of double covalent bond. If you are seeing a compound is containing 6 carbon atoms, suppose, so you will see at least 2 carbon atoms must be bonded with double covalent bond. So children, these are the functional group by which we used to do the classification of organic compound, and whatever organic compound is there, we will see which functional group is present into it, and on the basis of that functional group, that organic compound will fall in the family of that particular functional group. Thank you, children.